The Ivory Coast and Senegal are among the top performers, each gaining 9 points since 2012 on the index, which scores a country's perceived level of corruption on a scale of 100. Transparency International says the leaders of both countries have followed through on campaign promises to tackle corruption.
They've both actually established anti-corruption commissions or fraud offices, so they're actually taking the issue much more seriously.
Rwanda, Botswana and Mauritius are also praised in the report. But Africa is the worst performing region as a whole, though there is some momentum for change. This year's theme for the African Union is winning the fight against corruption, a sustainable path to Africa's transformation.
So we might see a bit of a delay. Maybe in 5 years' time we'll see some really great scores coming out of Africa, but there's a lot of work still to be done.
Bottom of the index were countries racked by conflict and poverty: Syria, South Sudan and Somalia, which scored 14, 12 and 9 respectively. The Somali government insists it is tackling corruption.
There are some stealing, some thievery, and there is some money wasted because of the nature of how the country is. Totally destroyed nation. A country that had no system for many years.
In Europe, Hungary has seen one of the most dramatic falls, with a 10-point decline in the index during the past 6 years.
And that's echoing a situation in the country which is repressing civil society, is clamping down on freedom of speech.
Hungary's foreign minister dismissed those accusations Thursday.
The list of Transparency International is yet another statement which is part of the unprecedented attack of international organisations against Hungary. It is merely about that they do not agree with the migration policy of Hungary.
Countries with the least protection for journalists tend to have the worst rates of corruption.
Over the last 6 years, 9 out of 10 journalists that have been killed were killed in highly corrupt countries. Now that means that one journalist every single week is being killed in a really corrupt country. And sadly, again, we found that 1 in 5 of those journalists was actually reporting on a corruption story.
Overall, more than half of countries around the world have either flatlined or declined on the corruption index. The United States is in 16th place with a score of 75. Transparency International is calling on governments to do more to encourage free speech and protect independent media. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.